Bharata and the entire group, entire army, family, priests, ministers, all of them reach Chitrakuta. And the army is made to halt a little on the banks of Yamuna. And Bharata and few others go in search. Very soon they find some smoke coming up from an area. They know, aha, here is where there seems to be a residence, and probably that is Sri Rama staying there. Well, in the meanwhile, Sri Rama, Sita Devi, Lakshmana are settled in Chitrakuta. And Sri Rama is so seeking to please Sita Devi, and to divert his own mind, he describes Chitrakuta eloquently, so beautifully. When you read Valmiki, it's like heaven on earth. And they are so happy being there. He describes Mandakini, river Ganga also. And as they are sitting, enjoying the environment, they see this army, that the horses and elephants, all the dust that has been raised by all these people. They see that dust in a distance, and Sri Rama asks Lakshmana, hey, climb on this tree and look what is out there. Well, Lakshmana climbs the tree, all right. Climbs the tree and sees Bharata, recognizes the flag of Ayodhya and the army and so on. And he is very clear. Time has come to now kill Bharata. He has no doubt in his mind, and therefore he tells Sri Rama, quickly send Sita Devi into the hut and let's get the weapons, and I can single-handedly take care of this entire army. Our Bharata is here to kill all of us. Sri Rama hears Lakshmana and he says, no, what are you talking? How can you think like this about Bharata? Lakshmana is very clear. This time he is not going to let his older brother get away with sweet talk. And so you take Sita Devi into the hut and leave this to me. I will handle it all. Sri Rama tells him, yeah, sure, you can do the needful, but don't worry. Since you are so keen on taking the throne, I will just inform Bharata to give it to you. You need not kill him. He'll be so happy to hand over the throne to you. And therefore, don't kill him. We occupy throne to protect people, not to kill each other. I will talk to him. You just wait. You will get the throne. Lakshmana is shocked and so embarrassed, and Valmiki says, Lakshmanaha traviveshena swani gatrani lajjaya. It is a very beautiful expression. So he says, praviveshena swani gatrani. He, out of embarrassment, he entered his own body. What does that mean? You know, when you're embarrassed about something wrong you have done, how you shrink, right? This is called really shrinking into your body because you have gone too far. And therefore, with this, Lakshmana changes the topic. He doesn't want to stay with that topic because he has made a big mistake. And so he says, well, I think probably the emperor has also come to take all of us back. Sri Rama smiles, tells him, come down, enough, come down. He is brought down and Bharata, in the meanwhile, he has spotted this hut, and along with Sumantra, Shatrughna and Guha, he decides to come first and tells everybody else to wait. As he comes closer and closer, he sees Sri Rama, Sita Devi and Lakshmana, and all he wants to do is go and meet them, to give them the honors, but he finds his voice trembling. All he can say is, Arya, O noble, Arya, Arya, O noble beings. And in his choking, grieving voice, he runs. As he runs, he tumbles. As he tumbles, he literally falls at their feet. Sri Rama picks him up, and there is a beautiful dialogue that begins here. Verse 35, let us see. Gatva tu samahatmanam Ramam satya parakramam.
Gatva tu samahatmanam Ramam satya parakramam.
Ayachad bhrataram Ramam Arya bhava puraskritaha.
Ayachat bhrataram Ramam Arya bhava puraskritaha.
Tvameva raja dharmagnyah iti Ramam vacho bravit.
Tvameva raja dharmagnyah iti Ramam vacho bravit.
Ramopi paramodaraha sumukha sumahayashaha.
Ramopi paramodaraha sumukha sumahayashaha.
Na chaichad pituradeshat rajyam Ramo mahabalaha.
Na chaichhat pituradeshat rajyam Ramo mahabalaha.
Paduke chasya rajyaya nyasam dattva punah punaha.
Paduke chasya rajyaya nyasam dattva punah punaha.
So here comes this beautiful section. Gatva tu mahatmanam Ramam ayachat. And so he begged, having gone to his brother Sri Rama, Bharata prarthayamasa ayachat. He begged his brother after worshipping him. And what did he say? He said, Tvameva Raja, verse number 36. He says, you are the king, Tvameva Raja, Dharmagnyaha. You are the king, and you are a righteous king. You are a king, you are the righteous king. Thus Bharata told Rama these words. And here we have a discussion. What is the discussion here? Let us see. He tells, I do not see anything wrong in you taking up this kingdom. Please understand, Mama Janani Mahaghore Narake Patishyati Rajya Phalam Aprapya. Beautiful, powerful dialogues. He says, my mother will go to hell, the worst hell, without receiving this kingdom that she wanted. Father has ascended the heaven due to grief, and therefore you accept this kingdom. Lord Rama is shocked. he says, how can I accept? This is not possible for me to accept this. So I was clearly told, Vanam Gacha Raghava. I was clearly told, go to the forest, O Rama. I was told, Matru Pitrubhyam Uptoham Katham Anyat Samachare. When I have been clearly told by my parents to do this, how can I behave differently? They told me clearly that Rajyam is for you and Vanam is for me. Kingdom is for you and the forest is for me. Thus, the king had clearly told me, Vibhagam Uktva Maharajaha. The king had divided this in this manner and then he went to heaven. How can you say this? In fact, Sri Rama is so aggrieved to know that his father is gone. He really faints with that idea that those words. He tells Sita Devi, your father-in-law is passed on. He tells Lakshmana, our throne, we'll never see our father again. All three of them weep and they offer their oblations to their father. Bharata sends Vasishtha, sage, to bring all the others. Mothers have come also. All three mothers have gone to Chitrakuta and therefore all of them are being brought now. And they meet each other. They weep. It's a weeping time. And the night falls and they go to sleep. Next day morning, Bharata begins again and he says, look at this dialogue. I consider this dialogue a fight, a war between dharma and dharma. We always think dharma fights adharma, correct? The right always fights wrong. And between the fight of the good and the evil, the right and the wrong, of course the right wins. But what happens when right fights right? Here is Sri Rama who has his sense of right. Here is Bharata who has his sense of right. And you should hear when two rights fight. When they argue, each one wants to push his point forward, then who will be the winner? This calls for an unbelievable and amazing dialogue. If we can only move deep into the dialogue, you will understand all the nuances of a ethos. An ethos, a psychology, a consciousness of the culture of the people. And so here he says, Bharata says, Dharmat Vihinaha. I am weak. I don't have dharma in me. How can a Raja Dharma suit me? How can I be a king? King is nothing but justice on the throne, is it not? King is justice on the throne. I am so weak. And therefore, Shashvatoyam Sada Dharmaha Sitaha Asmasu Nararshabha. And so, please understand, Dharma is always eternal. Dharma is always one. And in our tradition, Dharma will win when the oldest son sits on the throne. I am not the man of Dharma, you are. Jeshte putre sthite raja na kaniyan bhaven nripaha. When the older brother is alive, younger brother should never covet the throne. And you are here. How can it be dharma for me to take this? I am younger than you. please return to Ayodhya as a king. Uttishta Purusha Vyagra. You are lion among men. Get up and return to Ayodhya. Well, Bharata says, I will return this Ayodhya to you, and if you ask me to behave as a king, it is something like a donkey that tries to imitate the gait of a horse. You are the majestic horse. I am the donkey. If a donkey tries to imitate a horse, how will that be? Please don't tell me to take the Rajyam, the kingdom. And when Sri Rama hears this, he does not accept, of course. He says, you are wrong, you don't understand the role of fate. This is providence. It is providence that has dragged us here and there, unexpected. No one can escape destiny. And therefore, let not grief overpower us. Our father has just died. That grief should not overpower us and make us take wrong judgments. I will do my duty, you do your duty. Follow the instructions of the king. Don't fight destiny. Okay, don't fight destiny. And Bharata argues back and says, hey, you have equanimity, but do you recognize your father has done so much papa? So much sin he did, that's why he had to drop his body. In fact, I wanted to kill my mother, but I cannot kill because dharma bandhena baddhosmi. I am caught by dharma. That's why I did not kill my mother. But your father, our father has gone to hell. Him from going to hell, be a good son. Who is a good son? Putraha, the one who prevents father from going to hell. So, apatanat, pituhu apatanat, apatyam. That is the apatyam means you are a progeny of somebody. You are a true son if you prevent your father from slipping into hell. What should I do? Well, you should do your oblations to your ancestors regularly. You must carry out his wishes. You must see that he is not a father who left a lot of debt on earth. All these debts will not give him higher worlds. It will pull him back. Be a good son, help him. Prevent him from falling into hell. And therefore, how can you do that? Well, by coming back to Ayodhya. And Sri Rama says, so please understand, it is not that father, you keep saying that because he was enchanted with your mother, he made wrong decisions. He never made a wrong decision. Our father never made a wrong decision. Rama tells Bharata, earlier the king had promised our grandfather, Mata Mahaha, he had promised our grandfather the kingdom. He had said to him, give me your daughter in marriage and her son I will install as the king. He had said that. And therefore that is a price he gave for the marriage. Understand, Bharata, father was not attached to his wife, our mother. This was a promise given. And therefore there is a debt to mother. He owes her. this giving away of the kingdom to you, and therefore let us, four of us, honor the words of our fathers so that his words remain true.